Students, data handling using Python pandas part 1. We are just revising it once more. So, you can see what are the things are there in Python panda. Okay. So, first of all, a very useful quote. Okay. If you do not think carefully, you might believe that programming is just typing statements in a programming language. W. Cunningham has been told this. Okay, had been told this. Okay, so this is the statement made by him. It's very important also. It is just like typing the statements if you don't think carefully. So first of all, while doing the programming, you must think carefully. Okay, so then only you will be able to understand. Okay, so each and everything of whatever been explained, whatever been the program, and always you should have the inquisitiveness why this has been used. Okay, you are writing something in order to get some output, but if you are writing some different type of commands, in that case you will not be able to get the proper output. So, students, this particular content I have uploaded in Google Classroom as well as in your WhatsApp individual WhatsApp group, and overall here is a QR code has been given. This QR code you can scan from your smart mobile in order to get this content downloaded, okay, into your system. All right. So, now let us see what are the things are there in this particular chapter. We are having the introduction to Python libraries we have done, but still this is a revision. Okay. Introduction to Python libraries, series, data frame, importing and exporting data between CSV files and data frames, okay, and panda series versus NumPy and DRA. Okay, that is the thing. So, what are the things are there, what are the important things are there. So, we will discuss out here. So, you know that Python contains the libraries. What is the thing? So, what are those libraries? Is a collection of built-in modules, okay, that allow us to perform many actions without writing detailed programs for it. Okay. So, each library in Python contains a large number of modules that one can import and use. So, say for example, if you want to import, okay, if you want to check whether the particular library is there or not, present there or not, so you can type it in this interactive mode, that is the idle shell actually. So, here you can give out here not in caps, import, okay, import pandas, okay, pandas as PD. Normally we give PD, you can give something else. You press enter, you will get some message. If you get some message, error message, then you can think that yes, this thing to be installed again. Okay, but if nothing appears, okay, so in that case you are quite sure that this particular package is already installed, has been installed already, okay, by some means. Okay, so that is the thing. So now let us see that no message has been appeared, so we can say that this particular package has already been present. So the prompt will be displayed once more. Okay, so the prompt has come once more, so no message has been displayed. So we can say that this pandas have already been installed into our system. So whenever you are installing Python language, in that it will not come straight away. Okay, so you have to use the command pip, okay, into the command prompt. Okay, so this pip command will help you out in order to install the packages, individual packages which are going to be used in Python while doing the programming, especially the data visualization. All right. So now the thing is that now let us come over here and see the other parts of it. So NumPy, pandas, matplotlib are three well established Python libraries for scientific and analytical use. These libraries allow us to manipulate, transform and visualize data easily and efficiently. Okay, so that is the thing that we are using. That is why the name is has been kept what? Data visualization. Okay, so that is actually a part of data science. Okay, NumPy is what? Which stands for numerical Python, is a library we discussed in class 11 though even. Okay, so but we can recall it while using some commands of it. We can import NumPy, okay, by along with its object. Okay, so it is a package that can be used for numerical data analysis, and what else we can do with it? We can create the arrays also, and the scientific computing can be done. Okay, so NumPy uses a multi-dimensional array object and has functions and tools for working with these arrays. Okay, elements of an array stay together in memory, hence they can be quickly accessed. So pandas means what? The full form is panel data. Okay, is a high level data manipulation tool is used for analyzing data. Okay, so there are actually three types of data visualization technique. One is called a series, another is called data frame, another is called panel. Okay, so the panel is not there in the CBSE class 12 IP syllabus. It has not been included. Only we are having the series and data frame. Okay, so but the pandas, the full form is panel data, is a library. Okay, in order to utilize the commands that can help us out in order to extract the data from the certain data frame and the series. Okay, that's why we need to import it. It's a very easy to import and export data using pandas library, which has a very rich set of functions. It is built on packages like NumPy and Matplotlib and gives us single convenient place to do most of our data analysis and visualization work. Pandas has three important data structures, namely series, data frame and panel, and as I had already mentioned, okay, this one, but panel is not in the scope of syllabus. Okay, to make the process of analyzing data organized, effective and efficient. The Matplotlib library in Python is used for plotting graphs and visualization. Using Matplotlib with just a few lines of code, we can generate publication quality plots. Quality plots means the graph, you can say histograms, bar charts, scatter plots, and whatnot. Box plot is also there. It is also built on NumPy and is designed to work well with NumPy and pandas. Okay, so that is why it is very, very important. Okay, so we may think that the need for pandas is when NumPy can be used for data analysis, but in fact there are a lot of other uses even. Following are some of the differences between pandas and NumPy. So it is very important part. A NumPy array requires homogeneous data. That is very important point. This particular word, homogeneous data, while pandas data frame can have the different types, means it can have the heterogeneous data. Okay, so it can be float, int, string, date time, and whatnot, other objects, list object, tuple, whatnot. Okay, pandas have a simpler interface for operations like file loading, plotting, selection, joining, group by, which come very handy in data processing applications. Like in MySQL, we have seen we are using the MySQL query in order to retrieve the data, in order to extract the data or a part of data, whatever you say. Here also in the same thing, from the data frame, we can also extract the data by using certain commands and all. Okay, pandas data frames make it very easy to keep track of data. All right, that is the thing. And pandas is used when data is in tabular format, that is, it is actually in two-dimensional format. I mean to say that, so if I'm opening one system for you, one thing for you, so you can understand it. Okay, so how the things data frame 1 I am just opening, and you can see out here how we are arranging the data into the data frame. Fine. So here this is the data frame actually. So if you are executing this one, you just consider what will be the output. So that is the thing, is actually two-dimensional data structure, you know. Let us see, let us come to it. Okay, and then we will analyze it. So what it is saying out here, pandas data frame with column names make it very easy to keep track of data. That is the thing. So it is having two dimensions, row and column. Okay, so and pandas is used when data is in tabular format, when NumPy is used for the numeric array based data manipulation. That is the another typical definition of NumPy. Okay, so now let us see the output once. Okay, you see out here. So whenever this has been generated, okay, don't consider the other output. You come over here. This is a data frame, and this has been printed second time. So it is having how many dimensions? It is having two dimensions. Okay, so it is the column. These are the columns, and these are the rows, you can say. So by using any command, we can access the data at any point of time. Suppose I am giving, this is the name of the data frame is df. Okay, suppose I am giving df. Here I am giving out here only name. Okay, then what will happen? So this is without any command. Okay, so without any command, df name, so the name column will be displayed. Okay, that is the way actually you need to access. Okay, this is actually the data science. Okay, that's what the thing. Fine. So now let us see out here. Okay, once more. Okay, go to that portion once again. Yes, data manipulation. Now you see how to install pandas is a very easy process. This command has to be given, pip install pandas, after going to the working directory of Python. Okay, so in my case it is Python 38-32 because 32-38 because I am using the Python version 3.8 of the 32-bit Windows. For I don't have the 64-bit Windows, so this is 32-bit Windows actually I am using. So I will also give the same command in order to, and when I have installed the other packages, I have used the pip. Okay, so note that both NumPy and pandas can be installed only when Python is already installed on that system. So first of all, what you need to do, students, you have to install Python, then you can go for it. Okay, because these two packages never comes with bundled with Python language. Okay, the same is true for other libraries of Python, since if it is Matplotlib and all that, also you have to use the same thing. Okay, that is the thing, same command actually. Pip install pandas is the very important one in order to install the packages. Okay, so now the data structure in pandas. Okay, so a data structure is a collection of data values and operations that can be applied to that data. It enables efficient storage and retrieval and modification to the data. For example, you can say that so we have already worked with the data structure NDRA in NumPy. Okay, so we know it. Okay, so how this is functioning. Okay, so we can recall it also while using the data frame. So first of all, we are coming to the series. Series is actually a one-dimensional structure. Okay, array containing a sequence of values of any data type, int, float, list, string, everything. Okay, which by default have numeric data levels starting from 0. The data level associated with a particular value is called its index. Okay, so you can see the index out here. You can see the index out here. So okay, so the data level associated with a particular value is called its index. We can also assign values of other data types as an index. Okay, it is not like that. This is the default. So that's why whenever you are assigning a series, is default data actually starts with 0. Okay, that is the thing. That's the default index. Okay, we can change it. However, we can imagine append the series as a column in a spreadsheet also. Okay, example of a series you can see out here. So index 0, Arnab, this one is there. Okay, this is the row, this is the column actually, but it is actually having only one single column out here because the index comes by default. You can see a series out here. If I I'm opening a series for you. Let's see now how this can be opened. Okay, let's see one minute. This is a series out one. I'm just opening this particular file. You can see out here. So a series has been created out here. How the series has been created, students? Here you can see another series has been created actually, and I'm printing out the data values which are greater than 17. Okay, this is the series actually. No index have been mentioned out here. Okay, so the default index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. As well, it will be printed. So what I am doing out here, I am doing the scalar division. Scalar division. This is the scalar values. Okay. So 10 by 2 is 5. 20 by 2 is 20 by 2 is now I am giving for your convenience one thing out here, print as 1. So what is happening out here? So it will just divide the values by 2 and another series will be generated, and from that particular series, from that updated series, whatever values are greater than 17 will be printed. Fine. So let us execute this program and see how these things are being done. Okay, so that is the thing. So you will be able to understand it, how these are things. So any kind of mathematical operation can be applicable on the series values. Okay, series values, that plus also you can do, minus also you can do, modulus also you can do, anything can be done. Now you students, you see out here the output will come, then you will be able to confirm. Okay, so what is actually the thing? Now you see students, it has been printed out here. So the original series was what? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, but it has been divided by 2. Now it has been printed the series out here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 as well printed, and then whatever value is greater than 17, that has been extracted from it and has been printed. So a condition based, this is a simple condition has been imposed onto the series. Okay, so now let us change the index and all. Let us see that how the index can be changed apart from the default index. Okay, so if you are not mentioning any index, then the default will be printed, and what will happen? It will print start from 0. Okay, so I am giving out here 1 out here. So now 2 out here. Okay, and then say 3 out here. Okay, so I'm setting the index out here, and 4 out here, and then say 5 out here. There are 5 values. The 5 indices will be there, and this is actually a list since I have enclosed it in a pair of square brackets. Okay, now students, I am just executing this one on module and then click on OK. So now you'll see out here, so how the series will be changing, but this particular thing will not change at all. It will display you the same value. Okay, but apart from, but here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 will not appear now in the form of an index. It will come as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the index, and your respective values, whatever been mentioned in the condition, that has been printed. That is greater than 17 is 20 and 25 has been satisfied well and has been have been satisfied well and have been printed. Okay, so this is actually a series. Actually, I had shown you the execution of this one practically, so you can practice this kind of series at home also. Okay, in your system. So in order to get the proper output, it may be condition based, it may be straight away. Okay, so it can show some mathematical application as you have seen right now. Okay, so that is the thing. So creation of series, it has been shown in very very easy way. It has been shown out here. So this indicates that you are doing it in interactive mode, not in script mode. What I have shown you, this is actually called the script mode, which we have access right now. This is the script mode actually, you know. So now the thing is that, so how we will create it in the I mean to say in interactive mode. Okay, so first of all, import pandas as PD. So import pandas with alias PD. So PD is the alias, students. Okay, so you can use here X, Y, Z, whatever you like. Okay, but don't unnecessarily don't take a very long string in this case. Okay, because you have to type only the things. Okay, and sometimes while typing the big string, we may make some error. So that's what. And PD is actually P and D we are actually usually taking, but this is not a command. Okay, you can change the alias at any point of time. Okay, so what we are doing now, just going to the interactive mode and just creating this one. So I have to go to the Python shell once. Let me go to the Python shell. Okay, so from there I will run, because these are all in script mode. Okay, so I am not accessing this one right now. So let it open the Python shell. Yes, Python shell has been opened. Here I will type import pandas as PD. Import pandas as, okay, PD. Okay, or X I can take. I can take X. Okay, that will be better. So I have imported this one. Okay, so what is the next command has been given out here? That is the series command. Series PD, series 10, 20, 30. So simply I am copying it out here. So it will save some time for me. Okay, so you can see also. Okay, so let's see how it functions. Okay, so we have done it, and then see series has been copied over here from there. Okay, series 1 equals to PD dot series 10, 20, 30. Okay, it has been printed. So it is showing some traceback error out here. So PD has been given, but what is that is the problem. Okay, so when you are giving the alias, you should be very careful. Okay, otherwise what will come? This is a kind of error you are learning, that is called name error. There are several types of error in Python: name error, type error, key error, value error, domain error, okay, syntax error. So many types of errors are there. So what is the error has been generated over here? Name error. Why name error? Because the alias has not been correctly. So in case of incorrect alias, that's why the name error will be generated. Okay, that is the thing. So now once more I am just doing it, and I am changing now X out here. Now you see no error will appear. Now it is perfect. Okay, now what you do, you need to print it. Okay, how you will display the content out here? Okay, how you will print it? Print series you can give. Otherwise what could you do is, print is not required at all. Okay, so what could you do? Okay, just a minute. Here, yeah, so what could you do? You just give series out here, series SERIES1. Okay, because that is the identifier. Fine, so now you print enter, so it has come over here. Okay, that is the thing. So in this way, what will you do? You will create the series. But if you are writing this set of statements in interactive, sorry, in what you call, in script mode, that will become a program. Okay, that is the thing. So in this way a series can be created easily. Okay, so that is just the creation. Okay, now it is written with the remark: display the series, create the series, and import pandas with alias PD. So here we have not mentioned anything. Okay, students, we have not given any indices out here. Okay, so we can mention the indices also, that can also be done. Okay, so let us see now. Okay, so now I am giving out here index. Okay, so comma index. Okay, so I will give out here index equals to, say I will give out here, I take a list out here and I give A1. Okay, then I will take A2. Okay, then I will take A3. Fine, and then closing it. Fine. So now I am doing it what? This one. Sorry. Here the error has come because the X I have taken. Once again the similar mistake has been done. The name error has been appeared because the PD has not been defined. It is saying clearly, I forgot actually, I'm sorry, forgot. Okay, so that's the X to be given. Okay, that's why we normally use PD, because people are having the habit, even the programmers are having the habit of taking PD only. Okay, they don't want to rely upon any other kind of alias and all, because there is a chance of error, name error to be generated, as you have seen out here, students. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, series X series has been taken, and the index I have defined out here as A1, A2 and A3. So now you see, if I am giving now the series 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 1, so what will happen? You see now it was previously coming with 0, 1, 2, which is the default index, and this is coming out here with A1, A2 and A3, and this have been defined out here. These indices have been defined out here. Okay, that is the thing. So in this way the series can be created. Okay, all right. So now let us come over here. So the thing is that observe that output in the two columns. They are saying that to see it. Okay, actually the index is on the left and data value is on the right. Okay, so that's very correct. What is actually the thing? So actually the thing is that here is the index and this is the data value in the right hand side, and you see out here 0, 1, 2, okay, has been created. So that there are 3 values, not 1, 2, 3. So that means whatever be the number of values, n minus 1 will be the number of indices. Fine, n minus 1. So here n equals to 3. So what will happen? n minus 1 means 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, so that means it will start from 0, 1, 2. So it will start from 0 and it will stop at n minus 1. Okay, that is the thing over here. That's why the default index of series is always with what? Always with starts with 0 and ends at what? N minus 1. All right. So in this way, student, so we can access the values. We can create the series out here. So here one series have been given actually, series 2 equals to PD dot series, Kavi, Shyam and all, and 351 has been taken. And then what is the thing is there? This is a series 2. We can copy it from here. We can check the output whether it is appearing properly or not in the script mode only. Okay, so that is the thing. So just a minute. Just I will close this one. Okay, so I will just run the shell once. Okay, then you can see it. Okay, so here what is happening actually? You see, students. Okay, so here the string has been taken. You can take it in the single quote even, that is not a problem. Okay, so I'm directly going to import pandas as PD. Okay, pandas as PD. All right, so that is the thing. So now next what I will do, I will take this series out. Already I have copied from here. Okay, and then print series. So you see out here, as we have given the index, we have mentioned the index as 351. It has taken 351, but the number has not been changed. There are 3 values, then 3 items have come over here. Okay, so now let us go and check out over there. Okay, so now you see out here how these things are coming. Okay, so just a minute, let me close this one. Yes, now it is fine. Okay, now you see out here series 2 I will give now out here series 2. So in this way, as I am showing you right now, we can read the theory and you can import it. You can practice the practical also. So Kavi, Shyam, Ravi has been created out here. Okay, so that is the thing. So now let us see, students. Okay, so this has been there. So here the data values are what? Kavi, Shyam and Ravi, and have index what? 3, 5 and 1 respectively. So we can use letters also, the string as indices. Okay, so February, March, April, that way also it can be done. Okay, so let us see first. Okay, so how this is to be done. Okay, so in the skip mode we will see this one only, because pandas, no need to, once you are importing the panda in the same shell, no need to import pandas at the same time. Okay, again and again. Okay, so that is the thing. So now you give a series 2, then what will happen? You see February, March and April you have got. Okay, that is the thing. This is the output actually, students. So in this way you can determine the output also. Okay, so this has been, and why it is written data type int64? This is written because in Python all the numbers are of 64 bits. Okay, that is the thing. 64 bit means 8 bytes. That is the thing. Clear? So today is this much I have demonstrated you along with the practical. Tomorrow I will show you, okay, creation of series from NumPy-RS. That is also very important. So students, my suggestion is that you see this particular tutorial, listen this explanation and implement it practically, and side by side you read the theoretical things also, because the document has already been uploaded into your WhatsApp group as well as in your Google Classroom. Okay, students, thank you from my end. Okay, be safe.